Hey all, it's Riley here with another haul video. First of all, I just want to apologize for my voice. I was sick a few days ago and I've been losing my voice, but I've been steadily regaining it. That's also why I'm delayed on my second episode of the X-Men Readathon. Um, I don't mind making a haul video with a messed up voice, but I really wanted to have my voice in full normal timbre and volume for whenever I do the X-Men Readathon video. So anyway, I've got a pretty nice haul today, a lot of really nice stuff, if I do say so myself, that I'm excited to show off. I'm going to start with, I got some stuff from Amazon because I had some Amazon credit that I was able to use, some older books. I bought some older books with that, and then there's a bunch of books that came out, I believe, last week. So the first week, the first or second week in January. I don't really remember, but whatever. So I'm going to start with, so the first thing I got from my Amazon credit was a book that came out early last year, and it was something that I didn't pick up before. Didn't really think I needed it, but looking back, it had some cool stuff in there that I wanted to own and add to my collection, and that is the X-Men Days of Future Past oversized hardcover. So, of course, this has the 2-issue Days of Future Past storyline in it, and this was put out in preparation for the Days of Future Past movie. And I already have those 2 issues. I had them in a paperback, I have them in the Omnibus, and so I kind of skipped over this. But what this has that the other collections don't have is there's a bunch of different crossovers and tie-ins and stuff, namely the Days of Future Present, which was a crossover that happened in X-Men Annual 14, Fantastic Four Annual 23, New Mutants Annual 6, X-Factor Annual number 5, and then there's also some different material from Excalibur, there's Wolverine Days of Future Past miniseries, and then material from Hulk Broken World. So there's a good deal of material in here. I think it's about 300 pages long hardcover, and I've read maybe 50 pages of that, so I thought it was a good idea to grab this and stick it on the shelf with the rest of it. And there's a lot of cool artwork in here as well by a lot of different artists. Just a lot of nice stuff within. So it's generally just a nice volume to have, and I'm really attempting to grab all of those oversized hardcovers with X-Men storylines. So this was something that down the line I was going to have to get sooner or later, and I'm not disappointed. It's a nice volume to have. I'm glad that I picked it up, and it goes for a pretty good price, by the way, if you look on Amazon. Next, another one for my X-Men oversized hardcover collection, one that came out actually a little while ago, and I kept putting off on buying it, but I went ahead and grabbed it now, is the Asgardian Wars hardcover collection. This one is, it's a thinner volume. It only collects 4 issues, the X-Men and Alpha Flight numbers 1 and 2, New Mutant Special Edition, and X-Men Annual number 9. So these are stories that deal with the X-Men, of course, and some of the Asgardian gods. You see Loki here on the cover. Again, a lot of cool artwork inside, a lot of cool material that I'm really happy to have. And I'm going to get to this eventually in my readathon. It's not going to come for a little while, but I'll be happy when I get there. I do think that it's very possible that this material is going to wind up in one of the upcoming Uncanny X-Men Omnibus volumes. I guessed, I speculated, predicted, whatever you want to say, that this whole crossover thing was going to be in the 4th Omnibus, but just in case it's not, I have the oversized hardcover in case only part of it is in there. I got the hardcover, so I can add that to my shelf, and it makes a nice addition. It's a nice looking volume. And again, that one's not very expensive if you go places like Amazon. And then the third, this is the third and last that I got from Amazon with my gift card credit that I got on there. It's something that came out, I don't remember, I think it was last year, it might have been the year before. It is another X-Men oversized hardcover. It's something that I didn't really plan on getting before, but it's one of those omnibus that it looks like they're trying to push it out of print, so it's on there for really cheap prices. You can get it for under half of the full price. It's $100 originally. I got it for $40. I didn't want to miss out on it when it was really cheap because I don't want to have to go back and buy something that I didn't really care on buying that much for like over cover price. And since I had the Amazon credit, I decided it was probably the best chance to get it, and that is the XForce Omnibus. So XForce being the pinnacle of 90s comics. Of course, I've talked a lot of crap about Rob Liefeld, just as everyone else does, and this is where a lot of Rob Liefeld artwork is featured. But it is an X-Men collection to add to my oversized hardcovers, and it's actually a really nice looking collection. Liefeld art aside, his work was better back in the 90s than it is now. He still didn't know how to draw feet back then, but I can't overlook that. That's horrible. But there's a lot of really cool material in here. It's not all the artwork and stuff. Fabian Nicieza writes the story, and he's always been really good. I've enjoyed mostly everything that I've read from him, but there's a lot of cool material in here, so this is something that I'm going to be happy to have for my readathon once I get here. I'm still in the 60s right now, so once I get to the 90s, we're going to be in business with this guy right here. And honestly, I do hope that they put out a second omnibus for the Nicieza, I don't know how to pronounce his name, his run on X-Force, because that run, the rest of his run after this would fit really perfectly in a second omnibus, and B, because it has a lot of great artwork from Greg Capullo rather than Rob Liefeld, so that would be really nice to see. And then just for the record, this book includes New Mutants number 98 through 100, Annual number 7 of New Mutants, X-Men Annual 15, X-Factor Annual 6, X-Force numbers 1 through 15, Spider-Man 16, Cable, Blood, and Metal number 1 and 2, and material from New Warriors Annual 1 and X-Force Annual number 1. So anyway, that is the X-Force Omnibus. Like I said, it's usually $100, and I was able to find it for about $40 after shipping. Excuse my voice and my coughing. But moving on, this is some newer stuff, package that I recently got. I will do as I usually do and start with the smallest book and move upwards. First, American Vampire, Volume 7. Yeah, this collects the first 5 issues of American Vampire Second Cycle, which is the second volume of the series, where Scott Snyder and Raphael Albuquerque returned to the Vertigo title. Just as good as it always has been. This is a bit thinner than usual. We usually get a few more issues than just the 5 here, but I really love these hardcovers. They're really nice looking volumes. It looks awesome on the shelf. I'm hoping that somewhere down the line we do see the book published as Omnibus. I'm guessing that we won't see that until after it ends, but in the meantime, these hardcovers are really nice volumes to have, and Raphael Albuquerque's artwork is always fantastic, which is one reason I want to see an omnibus, or at least deluxe edition hardcovers, so that I can get this stuff in oversized pages. Anyway, not much more to say on that. If you're a fan of American Vampire, likely you're going to want to pick this up. If you're not a fan of American Vampire, it's probably because you haven't read it and you need to. Next volume is Animal Man, volume 7. Subtitle is Red Plague. So this book, it's a pretty thick paperback. It collects issues 64 through 79 of Animal Man from back in the original Vertigo days. This finishes off the Jamie Delano run. So this is also the penultimate volume of the series. The last volume is going to collect numbers 80 through 89, volume number 8, and wrap up the whole series. Every time I get one of these books, I mention how happy I am that Vertigo and DC decided to finally publish this. I did have all of the single issues, and that's how I originally read this series. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the run. Nothing's going to live up to Grant Morrison's run, but if you enjoyed that and you enjoy the character, I really do recommend picking up the following volumes because it's a lot of cool stuff. Also, if you're a fan of Jeff Lemire's the New 52 Animal Man run, some of the concepts that he uses, the red and stuff like that, originally make their appearance in Jamie Delano's run. So this is a really nice volume. as always, some nice artwork in here. There's a bunch of different artists in there. Steve Pugh being, I believe, the main one. I hope I pronounced that right. Pugh, Pug, Pooh, I don't know. But yeah, a lot of good stuff in there.
It's Pugh.
Is it Pugh? Okay, thanks, babe. How do you know it's Pugh?
Pugh is a common last name.
Okay, well, apparently my wife knows. Sorry, I'm not that good. Anyway, moving on. Next volume is one that I've been holding off on buying for a while. This one's actually not a new one. It's actually pretty old. And that is Starman Omnibus Volume 4. So I had 1 through 3, and I had 5. Because 5 was going out of print, it looked like. I think it actually did go out of print, so I went ahead and jumped on that before. But I wanted to fill in my gaps so that I could get closer. I want to have all 6 volumes before I go ahead and read the whole series. So I grabbed Volume 4. Once again, a nice-looking Starman volume. These are always really nice-looking volumes. Nice cover artwork on the dust jacket, which is the same artwork on the underside of the dust jacket. A lot of great stuff on the inside. I know I'm just going to have people telling me that I need to read this, but as I said, I am putting off on reading the series until I have all 6 volumes in one place. But I'm only 1 volume off from having it all, so I'm very close to my goal, and I'll be able to read through all of it. But it's really exciting. I've heard a lot of great stuff about it, and I'm excited to get to it. Next, I've got Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 9 Library Edition. It's been a while since I've had any Buffy to read because I'm only reading the library editions. This is the first, of course, the Season 9 stuff. I have all 4 of the Season 8 volumes. Season 9 they're doing a little bit differently since it was a shorter series. They're going to be doing Season 9 Buffy volumes and Season 9 Angel of Faith volumes. As always, it's a massive, oversized library edition from Dark Horse. Nice image on the cover. Nice stuff underneath the dust jacket. And a lot of great artwork inside as well. Collects the first 2 arcs of the series as well as some one-shots. So there's definitely a lot of cool stuff in here. Really excited to read that. Really excited to read all the Season 9 stuff. And can't wait to get more of those. And now this last volume is one that I'm going to make a video for in itself. But I just want to introduce you to this book because it is beautiful as hell. This is the first Star Wars Omnibus from Marvel. I got the Hildebrandt variant cover. This collects the first 44 issues of Star Wars plus the first annual. It is an incredible looking book, and it's so great that I haven't even read it yet, and I'm going to make an Omnibus of the Week video about it. So you guys can look forward to that. I don't want to spoil anything now, but I will make that soon. And, thanks for watching. I appreciate watching it. Stay tuned for more videos. I hope you enjoyed anything. Questions, comments below. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that stuff. Check out www.theomnibuscollector.tumblr.com and check out collectedcomicslibrary.com and all that good stuff. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.